Welcome to My Life and Coasters, where today I'm here at Efteling in the Netherlands to get back on some of my favourite rides. This is a really magical theme park. The other evening I was here for 3 hours. If you haven't already, go and check out that video. That was mainly to get some rides on their B&M dive coaster at Baron 1898. Today and for the rest of September and October that will be closed for a refurbishment. So I came the other evening just to make sure I could get some rides before that closed. And then today I've sort of got my main visit to do most of the rides. A few bits in this video I won't show you if I did them in the other vlog. Obviously don't want it to get too repetitive, but there's still so much I didn't get to do. I've not even ridden the Flying Dutchman, the water coaster, yet. There's the other side on the wooden coaster. I might even have a look around the Fairytale forest as well, which is apparently a massive part of Efteling I've never even seen. Now it's 10 o'clock in the morning, the park's just opened. I think there's a lot of school trips here today, but I'm going to get on Danse Macabre first, which is an amazing dark ride. I last did it for the first time in January. It only opened last year, so I'm really excited to get back on this. Hopefully I won't have to wait too long in the queue. So Danse Macabre opened on Halloween in 2024, and I came to this park first in January of this year. It was just a day trip from the UK, so I really didn't have that long here, but I did still manage to get one ride on Danse Macabre, and I loved it. It left me wanting more from then. I didn't get to do it the other evening when I was here because I was mainly focusing on rides on Baron 1898, so I'm going to join the queue and get back on this awesome dark ride. I'm actually going to go for single rider, as I don't think this is going to be very busy at all. The main queue's only actually 13 minutes, which I do like that they have the queue at that time, because I think that's quite cool. But last time I did it, I waited all these fences because it was still a really new ride. I think I'll get on really quickly with single rider, so let's go on to Danse Macabre. Oh, there's absolutely no queue for it from the look of things, even in the main queue. I completely walked on Danse Macabre there. Yeah, there was absolutely no one in single rider, and I don't really think it's building up a queue too much. Then again, it is a weekday in September, so it might be pretty quiet for queues today, although, like I said, there's a lot of people around on the park. Yeah, it is so good, Danse Macabre. I don't really want to spoil it, but there's so much theming, music. The physical ride isn't like too much, but just everything comes together to make it a really, really spectacular ride there. If you've not come here to Efteling to ride it yet, honestly, and you like dark rides, I'd make that a priority. I'm not too sure where I'm going to go now. I might actually go and do the River Rapids because I've never done this before. So I think this is called Piranha. You can see here, it says it's got a 5-minute queue, and it looks like a really big building, so I'm really curious. So I'm going to give this a go. If I get wet on it on this quite cold day, well, it's my own fault really, isn't it? Right, let's go on to the Rapids. It's almost like Mexican themed, I want to say. Yeah, it's sort of tucked away on its own over here. Yeah, it's going to be Mexico, isn't it, I think. Got the food place there. Baron is over there, like I said, closed all day today and for the next 2 months. Let's go on to the Rapids. Wow, it's really well themed, but then I'd expect nothing less from Efteling. The view of the wooden coaster, Joris and de Drac, from the queue line is actually amazing. And Baron 1898. Yeah, I never even knew you could get this sort of view of these rides. Let's head on to the Rapids anyway. Oh, this is a bit of a steep ramp, isn't it? This is an amazing queue line. It's quite a long queue line as well, so if it was back to the entrance, you'd be waiting ages, I imagine. Well, more steep steps. I think I go up here, round there, down there. So I've just followed the queue line round. I think it was the queue line, maybe it wasn't even the queue line, but I'm pretty sure it was, and it's dropped me off that bridge to here, and now to me I think this is definitely a normal pathway. This isn't a queue line. I don't know, do I follow this down and then it, like, the rapids is up there or something, or have I gone wrong somewhere along there? I guess I'll find out in a minute. yeah, any like long-term Efteling fans who probably know this park like the back of their hand are probably cringing watching me do this right now. No, I can see Rapids over there. This seems right. Ingang this way. Oh, is that disabled entrance? I don't actually know where I'm going. Oh, this looks more like a ride. Where's the entrance? Wait, is it all the way over here? How have I missed this? If you're wondering, I walked all the way up there and around, then like nearly to the wooden coaster. Very good views from that pathway, but I think it was just a normal pathway. Yeah, this looks more like the Rapids, because look at all the queue line that's set up for it. That is a very big queue line actually. I wouldn't want to wait in all of that. Well, that was easy now, I know where it is. I feel very stupid. If it's a hot day and it's in all of this though, yeah, I don't think I'd want to wait for it very much, because I feel like this could take a very long time. Anyway, let's go on Piranha. Piranha? I think, yeah, Piranha, isn't it? Well, I found it. It took a while. I'm kind of regretting going on Piranha. Don't get me wrong, it was a very fun themed rapids, lots of water effects, but I got absolutely drenched on there. Yeah, I don't know why, my part of the boat, I just kept getting soaked on there. I was on a boat with like 5 other people. Yeah, they didn't seem to get really wet at all, and I just kept getting all the water, loads of water effects. On a day like today, not the best ride to do that, the rapids, but it was still worth giving it a go. So it's time for me to do the water coaster for the first ever time. Now, it has got a Dutch name. I'm not very good at pronouncing that, so the English translation is the Flying Dutchman. Yeah, it's in this building here. It looks amazing. I didn't get to do this in January. I didn't get to do it the other day, so first time for me doing this. I'm really excited to see what it's going to have in store. You can see it over there. It's got like a thinner track, so it's not the Mac water coasters. I think it might be Intamin. We've only got a 10-minute queue for it, so that's pretty good. Let's go on. Everything's always kept so fresh here at Efteling though. Like all these fences, they just look like they've been freshly painted. Everything's kept clean. Yeah, it's amazing here. Let's go in, let's see what this queue line's like. Wow, this is amazing in here. This is honestly one of the best queue lines I've ever seen. Looks like I'll be joining the back of the queue, and then we've got a loading station. I think it's dual loading, so should be pretty quick moving. Wow, the station for this is amazing. Should only be a few minutes until I get on. So I've just done the Flying Dutchman then, and that was a really good water coaster actually. I definitely prefer that to the Mac ones, because the Mac ones can be quite bumpy and jolty. Don't get me wrong, that wasn't the smoothest thing on the actual coaster layout, but it was still very enjoyable. Inside, it was like a Dutch Valhalla is how I describe that. It was very well done in there. It's not the longest ride, the coaster section, but there's a lot inside. Yeah, you got the lift hill in here that's encased in that, then you come out here and you go around this section, and there's a splash at the end, but you don't get absolutely soaking on that. It's more of a light sprinkle, just like if it rained a little bit. Then you sort of just come along the lake, and under where I'm stood now. So next it's going to be round to Joris and the Drac, or I think that translates to George and the Dragon, which is the dueling wooden coasters. I'm going to go and do the other side today. The other evening I did this side, so the side nearest me. There you go, there's Hollander going there. And yeah, today I'm going to do the side over there. I really enjoyed my ride on George and the Dragon the other day. I did it at night though, so I couldn't really see much. I didn't get much of the interaction, so I'll be really interested to do it in the daytime. I love this soundtrack as well. I got to listen to it for about 45 minutes when I was queuing for this the other day. Hopefully it won't be that long. It says 20 minutes, so I've got a good gauge on how long the queue takes though. I think I waited from this point the other day. Okay, it's still pretty busy actually. But I'll wait, I don't mind. It doesn't take too long from here. Yes, I'm going to do the blue side now. What? Water? That's Joris and the Drac, or George and the Dragon, done on the water side there. I actually did it on the front row. I thought I'd wait for it. Someone actually commented on one of my posts on Instagram and was like, it's really good at the front. You get like pushed up into the airtime hills, and they weren't wrong. You really do get pushed up into the airtime hills. The first three, after this big drop, there's basically three, it's like a triple up basically, and that was really, really good at the front. I did it at the back the other day on this side, so I've done the front and back on it now. I definitely prefer the front, which is unusual for wooden coasters. Normally airtime's better at the back, but no, with this one, I'd say do it at the front. You also get a much better view. Really enjoyed that. I might actually go for another ride a bit later. It didn't have a long queue in the end. The extended queue was cut off, so basically where I joined the queue, it was straight up into the station and not all the way down there and back up again. This pirate ship looks pretty good. I think I'll give it a go. It's not got a massive queue, although I feel like they didn't anticipate it being this busy because it had a queue all the way out here a second ago. Halv Mayen. I've probably said that completely wrong as well. Pirate ship done. I rode it in the middle. I got a bit impatient waiting, and they had another queue where you could do the middle if you didn't want to wait for the front or back, so I just jumped in there and got straight on. I could have waited, and I'm sure it'd have been a lot better at the front and back, so yeah, next time I'll do that. But not sure where I'm going to head to now. I think I might go and do Pagode, the big observation tower. The thing about Pagode, which is really impressive, is instead of it just going up a tower like that, it's sort of on a pole. It's the best way I can describe it. It's a pole, and it raises up like that and keeps level at all times. So really, really impressive. Should be able to film on this one as well and see what we can see from Pagode. Here we go, raising up on Pagode. What's really good as well is you can either sit down like there, or you can stand up. And I think I've come to a really good place actually, because you can see how it works. It's this big arm with that big counterbalance. It's so impressive. Like, it shouldn't work, but I guess that goes a really long way into the ground. See Symbolica there. Oh, I'm gonna get a really good view from this, I think. Which is a trackless dark ride, I think. I'll do that later. And that's the new Grand Hotel that opened recently, along with the entrance. And over there is nearby Cartrevel, which is where we're staying actually, or just not too far away from Cartrevel anyway. The views are amazing. It really gives you a great idea on the scale of Efteling. Like, this is Symbolica there. and then over there to Baron 1898, Wooden Coaster, Joris and de Drac, Python. You can just about, somewhere over there, see where I've just come from, the wooden coaster, not the wooden coaster, the pirate ship. It's a windy one up here though. You can even see like buildings, very tall buildings. Yeah, so where we're staying for the week is over by those sand dunes. I could have actually walked here through the trees. I think it was about 3 or 4 kilometres, so an idea on scale. That's how far the sand dunes are away. Yeah, this is the summer beach. I assume it's closed now because it's not summer. And that's Vogel Rock, the indoor coaster. And that was Pagode. It's a very impressive ride. Yeah, Gondoletta is closed for maintenance until the 12th of September. But what is really impressive when it's closed is all the boats get parked up along the side of the, well, it's like a bit of a river, I guess, isn't it? Never been to this area of Efteling, but I do really want to go and do this monorail, so I'm going to give it a go. I believe it's actually creatively named Monorail. I think this might be the Fairytale Forest, which is an area of the Efteling that I've never even looked around. But I think my plan is going to be find the monorail, and then that way I get to sort of look around it while on a ride. So, see if I can find the entrance to this Ingang. I don't know what it is to. I hope it's the monorail. But we'll find out when we get on, I guess. It doesn't even say. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be the best way to look around this area. It gives my legs a bit of a rest. There's quite a bit of walking to do at Efteling. It's not massive like Europa Park, but when you include like the Fairytale Forest, it's quite big.
Hello.
Ah, it's like a little playground thing. Seesaws. Yeah, this is where I've seen this ride from. It's the only part of Efteling I've found that sort of takes you out of the immersion. Obviously you can just see the main road there. But from like foot walking around, you can never see that. Which is really good. Oh, this is a bit bumpy. Very nearly coming to the end of my ride. I really like this at Windmill actually, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a very good ride. It's good to have a look round. I only showed you a few bits of it. The Efteling Museum Wonder Depot. Let's go in. Oh wow. Like all the theming at Efteling, they didn't leave this sparse at all. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know much about the history of Efteling. Yeah, so that's the Flying Dutchman station there. Must be some of the original drawings for it. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to look around. I'm not going to have like a long look round. I've had a quick look. It's quite good in here actually. There's lots to look at. You can really spend a good 20 minutes having a look around. Villa Volta. Now I believe this was actually the first Vekoma madhouse in the world. I might have got that wrong. I'm not going to do it, it's got a little bit of a queue, but I'm going over to do, I think it's Droomvlucht or something like that. It's a dark ride anyway. I can't pronounce these names at Efteling. I'm going to have to learn to. But yeah, this looks like, I think it's a suspended dark ride, so I'll go over and do that. roller coaster. I'll be getting dizzy in a minute. A few highlights from Droomvlucht. I've still not learned how to pronounce it. Don't be put off by the queue, it moves so quickly. You saw those clips, it was like a 10-15 minute queue. It was all the way out the entrance. There is some empty cattle pens there, but yeah, that was a big old queue. It nearly put me off when I was about to leave, but glad I waited for it. I showed you some highlights there. I'm going to walk along the edge of the Fairytale forest, I think, or maybe through a little bit of it. I don't want to go walking in there for ages, because I do love the theming and walking around, but I would rather get some rides in this afternoon, so I think I'm just going to go along here and go into Symbolica. I'm sure the Fairytale forest is great, but on a day like today where the park's very quiet, there's not many queues, I would rather go around and get on some of my favourite rides. A quick food stop then. 6 mini donuts, €4, and they're actually really nice, so that is an absolute bargain. I'm going to have these, then I'm going to go into the single rider queue for Symbolica. It says there's 5 minutes, so basically means there's no one in single rider, so I should get straight on there. It says 10 minutes for Symbolica single rider, which isn't too bad. Yeah, those donuts were honestly some of all like the fun fairs theme parks I've been to, probably the best donuts I've ever had, the mini ones. Yeah, they were really, really good actually. They were from a place just between Symbolica and Droomvlucht, the dark ride.
Wat is dit?
Alle tovertwinkels, hallo allemaal.
Onze koninklijke tovenaar?
Wat een saaie boel. Zito, culto, fabulu. Trage treden, open nu!
Yeah, so this is single rider, it's really clever. Main queue go around there, and we sort of go under here. So you just have to wait for the pre-show to finish, and then another gate opens for single riders. It's very clever. There's absolutely no one in the queue, perfect. Symbolica was really, really good there. I'm never quite sure what's going on, but some of the words are in English. Most are in Dutch, obviously, because we're in the Netherlands. Yeah, Symbolica is really, really impressive in there. Very modern ride system, the trackless dark ride, and yeah, I think it's sort of the heart of the park. Like, it's a very impressive castle. It's something you'd expect to see at Disneyland. It's honestly a proper world-class dark ride, Symbolica. Really enjoy it. Let's go and do Max and Moritz now. Now this is a pair of coasters. I'm not sure what side I'm going to do. They're just some family-powered coasters, but they're still very fun nonetheless. Very well sort of themed. They've got on-ride audio from what I remember. And they do interact with each other, you sort of race. Single rider is only 5 minutes, so let's go, Max and Moritz. I don't know how single rider works on here. Do I get to pick what side, or will I just be told a side? I'm not too sure. I'm trying to think if I did single rider last time actually. Right, I've got to make a decision now. We'll go for Moritz, the green track. Yeah, they actually go opposite directions in the station as well, which is pretty cool. Max and Moritz was good fun there actually. It's quite rapid on the second lap because it does 2 laps as it's a powered coaster. Yeah, and when it builds up enough speed on the second lap, yeah, it's quite quick. It's really fun there. Definitely enjoyed that. It's a very family friendly one though. If you're looking for like almost a kid's first coaster, or like first coaster other than like a Caterpillar, that is a very good ride to take them on. It's very fun, there's lots to look at. And yeah, it's very smooth and comfortable as well. This is the snack hall and I absolutely love it. What can we find today? There's all sorts. There's loads of like Dutch food, there's chicken nuggets. You tap your card, it opens it up, so you just select what you want. But yeah, it's really good prices as well. It's like a couple of euro for anything. Like these are good. I've had this last time, kit corn. I think that's a traditional Dutch snack. It's just chicken in like breadcrumbs, but €2.25 for that, and it's hot. You don't have to wait. It's perfect for a theme park. Anyway, I went for this. It says noodle snack. I have no idea what to expect with this, but I'll try it. That noodle snack, it wasn't too bad. But yeah, I don't think I'll get it again, to be honest. It was a bit odd. This is Fata Morgana now, which is a really good sort of dark boat ride. I really enjoyed this last time. It's got a great soundtrack. Let's go on to Fata Morgana. I love the station for this ride. The music, it's actually got a really long sort of queue line that goes right around, but it moves very quickly. Like the throughput on this thing is insane. I'll see you on board Fata Morgana. Hope you guys enjoyed some highlights there from Fata Morgana. I really do enjoy that dark ride. I think it's got great theming, a great atmosphere in there. There's a lot to look at. It's quite long as well. Really like that. That and Symbolica. Efteling has got such a good dark ride lineup. Then if you count Danse Macabre, it's probably the best in Europe for dark rides, here and Europa Park. Now I'm walking down to have some re-rides on Joris and the Drac. There's not really much else like for thrill rides wise here at Efteling at the moment while Baron 1898 is closed. You have still got Python though, the Vekoma looping coaster, although I think that's on one train today, so that queue will be moving quite slowly. I think I've found the dragon. I've just had another 3 rides on Joris and the Drac there. Yeah, really fun. It's a really rideable coaster, hence why I've done 3 rides, and the queue is like 10-15 minutes long, so I did all them in about 40 odd minutes. I'm now going back to that pirate ship to try and see if I can get the front or back row on it. I was literally walking over this area and I thought, oh, I want to try that, so yeah, I'm off over there again. That's the side for middle, and then this is the side for the front and back row, so I'm going to go on this side, front and back. Yeah, that was really good. I was second row from the back. Much more fun there than in the middle. They've also got real fish in there. Let's do the Flying Dutchman for a second time today. The Flying Dutchman was very fun there. I definitely enjoyed that, but probably a bit more than my first ride, to be fair. Definitely worth going on. And it's now my favourite water coaster out there. Not that I've done many, it's still very good though. The theming inside's amazing. It's quite scary. And then you get some cool pops of airtime, some good forces out here, and then a little splash right at the end. Yeah, very good. I've enjoyed doing that today. I've just found this area up here. I think it's more of just like an observation area, but can get some pretty good views from up here. Time to go on Danse Macabre again. I think I'll go for single rider because it's got a 30-minute queue. Yeah, they've not got any queue times posted for single rider, so I assume it'll be shorter than the main queue. I mean, you can see here, there's not anyone in it at the minute. And yeah, look at the main queue all the way there, that's quite busy. And I'll see you when I come off of Danse Macabre. Just ridden Danse Macabre there. I think it probably took about half an hour in the end, so the same as main queue. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. Really like Danse Macabre. It's a great dark ride. Even bought a fridge magnet on the way out. There's a surprise. Not too sure where I'm going to go to next. There's a show I want to see at 6:15, but that's after the park closes. So I'll have done all the rides by then. And that is Aquinora. I caught the end of it the other evening, but I really want to watch the full thing. It's about a 15-minute long water fountain show. I think I might just go back over to Joris and the Drac, get some more rides in on there. Joris and the Drac's not really got a queue, and Python I think is going to be really quiet as well, so I thought I'd come over and give it a ride. Not many people screaming on there. At first I thought it was running empty. €3.25 for a little pink cupcake, so that's not too bad. I'll have this, then I'll go over and do Python. 10 minutes, that's what I like to see. It's been running one train all day, so I've sort of given it a miss. And I did do it the other day, but I'll do Python. Then I probably will end up going back to do some more Joris and the Drac re-rides. And I'll see you at about 6:15 for the start of the water fountain show, Aquinora. So I did 2 rides on Python because it was walk-on. I then walked over and onto the Flying Dutchman. There was absolutely, I literally walked into the seat. I didn't have to stop moving at all. So that was really good. And there's a few minutes until the park's going to close, so I'm going to go and have one last ride on Joris and the Drac, and then I'll make my way over to the area to watch Aquinora at 6:15. So I actually got 2 rides in the end there. Staff were even letting some people go round in the station without even getting off the train. If there was no one in the air gates for your row, you could go again, or if there was another row that was empty, you could swap to that. Now, every time I did it, there always seemed to be someone in my air gate and the train was already full, but I did manage to run around and get another ride, so that was really, really fun. Got another 2 rides in like 7 minutes there at the end. Really enjoyed that. Now going to watch Aquinora, the water fountain show. With a minute to spare, I'm here to watch Aquinora.
Sweet dreams.
Just seeing some highlights there from Aquinora. That was really, really good. I saw the end of it at night the other day, and don't get me wrong, at night it's quite a lot better because of the lights, but yeah, that was still really good. Now it's held off all day despite it being forecast, and now the rain is coming down. At first I thought it was the show because it's windy, but no, I think it's actually about to chuck it down. I'll have a look in the shop. If it's busy, I won't film. Walking out of Efteling now. Yeah, I don't know when I'll next see Efteling, but I've had a very good day here. That's me leaving Efteling now. The shop was packed. I bought another magnet. They had like a Joris and a Drac one, and it was quite a cool magnet, so I got that. Yeah, overall I've had a really, really good sort of day and a half here at Efteling this trip. I came for the evening the other evening, had a great evening. That's the word evening a lot, haven't I? And today I've had a great day. I've got so many rides in. It seemed busy around the park where the queues have been really quiet. The park are really good at running things on a lot of trains, keeping queues moving, or not even letting queues build up, so that's great. Overall, I love Efteling. It's one of my favourite parks now. I'd probably say it's my third favourite park after Europa Park and Phantasialand. And if it had more thrill rides, I'd say I'd like it more. But yeah, Efteling, really do love it. It does deserve the name Dutch Disneyland. I've not even been to Disneyland. This park is just so magical. I love it. I'm going out now to get back to our accommodation. It's starting to rain quite a lot. Tomorrow I'm going to be at Bobbejaanland in Belgium, so stay tuned for that video. And yeah, I'll see you then.